We are in the Chodesh of Nisan, and I would like to talk about the Shvatim, the tribes, the 12 tribes. For the first 12 days of Nisan, we say the Nasi for each tribe, the Korban, the Korbanot, the sacrifices which were brought by each one of the Nasim. In a mimer from the Rebbe Lashad here I have, it says, Valpi Zayubin Mashakasav Yadaber Moshe al Rashi MATTOT, that Moshe spoke to the heads of the tribes. The tribes are called MATTOT. Moshe is the idea of Chachma, which is called Nachnuma. That's referring to Chachma, which is related to the Shem Ama, which is number 45, and the gematria of that is Adam, man. It has to do with the way you combine the letters of Hashem's name. You see how the different way of combining Hashem's name to pronounce it. There's 4 ways you do it. It comes out to 45, 63, 72, and 52. And this time we're referring to the combination of number 45. The word dibur, there's 2 ways you could talk about speech in the Torah. One is dibur, which is the more severe way of talking, and the other one is amirah, which is the softer expression. So the dibur is actually a hamshach. It's something that you're bringing from one level to the next. That he brings the level of chachma into every one of Yisrael, because through the dibur he can subjugate the sitra achra, the other side, the dark side. And that's what it means that Moshe spoke to the tribes, to the Admatos, that he brought down this hamshacha of chachma, of wisdom, to the Yud base Shvatim. And there's 12 tribes. Now over here you have a diagram which shows each one of the 12 tribes on this diagram, and in relation to the combination of each month, which is ruled by one tribe, and the combination of Hashem's name. As you can see here, the small letters right in the middle in English print are the way Hashem's names are combined. See there? If this is called the Zodiac or the Mazalot. So each zodiac sign is a different combination of the 4 letters of Hashem's name and relates to a different shevet, to one of the MATTOT or Shvatim. We study this diagram. We can freeze the picture here and study this diagram. And you can see how the zodiac or the Mazalot are related to each month of the year and each shevet or tribe. And the 12 tribes are included in the 3 Avot, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and then they become the 12 tribes. And specifically 70 souls, and the 600,000 Jewish souls. And the 12 tribes are the Shisha MIDDOT, as I showed you in this diagram, that in the Mazalot, you have each one of the Mazalot refers to a MIDDOT. You have Chesed, Gvura, Tiferes, Netzach, Hod Yesod. And the Middos are doubled, so you have them go around twice. Now there's something called Vuli Alaksoni. Now how do you get the Zodiac and the 12 tribes? Because if you take a surface that has 6 sides, well, let's take something like this. You can say that's 12 sides. Well, you can look, it's like a cube. It's not the best example, but if you take a diagonal on each side of the surface, then it divides the 6 sides into 12. That's how you get that's called Alaksoni. That's how we get our Zodiac. That's how we get our what we call the Mazalot. And each one of them is related to a different midah. So I'll show you again the diagram. As you can see, we start off, let's say, in the sign of Nissan, for example. We have here Nissan right here. That would refer to the midah of Chesed. Then the sign of ER is Gvura. The sign of Sivan is Tiferes. The sign of Tammuz is Netzach. The sign of Av, it would be Hod. And the sign of Elul will be Yesod. And we go around again. So you see, then we start here. Tishrei is Chesed. The sign of Cheshvan is Bura. Kislev is Tiferes. Then Tevet is Netzach. Shvat is Hod. And then Adar is Yesod. So it goes around twice. That's why it says Kfulot. They are doubled. The Midot are doubled. And what it means by double, that they are going from side to side, you see. And the midot are called like wings. Okay, since that chesed is an anaf, like a wing of chokmah. I'm going to here. As you can see the diagram here, that on this side here, on the side of chokmah here, you see, on this side of the chokmah here, on this side, underneath chokmah is chesed. So chokmah is a branch, a branch, let's say, of chesed is a branch of chokmah. You see, netzach is a branch of both of them. You see netzach on the bottom. So this is how the sefirot are divided, that they branch one off to each other, one to the other. See, that's a way of organizing the sefirot. They could go straight one top to the bottom, but they also could go in columns like this. You see, they're branched off. That's what it means, that Chesed is a branch of Chokmah. And Netzach, I said, a branch of Chesed. And also Bina is branched off to Gvura. And so now the MATTOT, or the tribes, are the MIDDOT, the attributes. And the head of the MATTOT, Roshei HaMattot, are the Mochin, are the intellect, which are in the MIDDOT. So I said, V'yadaber Moshe el Roshei HaMattot. And Moshe spoke. That means he brought down the Mochin, the intellect. The whole idea is to bring the Mochin, the intellect, into the Middot, because Mochin is the attribute of mercy. Mochin is Rachamim. We have to bring down Rachamim and mercy into our Middot. Yadaber Moshe el Roshei HaMattot. And then all to the whole of Bnei Yisrael. So I just wanted to explain here the whole meaning of what the Zodiac is all about, what this astrology is all about, and how it relates to all the MIDDOT. As you can see, you have all the MIDDOT here. And the word MATTOT also means to turn, like to make hatiyah, to turn one way or the other. So a MIDDOT is idea of turning towards one side. Let's say you have a seichel, intellect, could turn towards the side of gvura, of severity, or it could turn towards the side of chesed. So that's what it means. MIDDOT is hatiyah, which means to turn. Now I hope that I made clear the whole concept of what the MIDDOT are, what the Zodiac is, and of course people don't realize that astrology is really an integral part of the Torah, And the other way around, the Torah is the basis of all the astrology. Anyways, have a Freiliche Pesach and happy Chodesh Nisan.